3:17 a.m. Your phone vibrates once, then again, then it won't stop. Civil danger alert. Meteorological event in progress. Do not look at the moon. Stay inside. Face away from all windows. Avoid mirrors. The light is not light. You freeze. The next text from an unknown number reads simply, "It's a beautiful night. Go outside. Look up. He is waiting." Hundreds more flood in. Handwritten scrawls overlaying each other like desperate ghosts. The moon came in. He found me through the mirror. Moonlight white, white like eyes. Not light, but blood. I drown in him. Your curtains are closed, but you can feel the pull anyways. That cold silver glow seeping under the fabric, whispering your name in a voice made of static and ancient hunger. Because the moon isn't just hanging there tonight. It's aware. It's alive. And it wants you to stare back. Today we're talking about the pure sentient evil in the sky. We'll dissect backstories, episode by episode, breakdowns, hidden connections, cultural impact, and exactly why each one delivers the perfect skin-crawling. The sky itself is against you, and it's smiling, sinister, creepy vibe you crave. If you're watching this alone after midnight, maybe turn on every light anyways, because once these stories sink in, the moon will never look innocent again. Subscribe, like, and turn on that notification bell. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to The Rooster After Dark. Back with the definitive, no stone unturned guide to lunar evil. We're talking about pure atmospheric breakdown, backstories, full lore, scene dissections, fan theories, production secrets, and why these hit that exact creeping dread you're after. Grab your blanket, maybe a flashlight, kill the lights if you're brave, and let's begin where analog horror basically invented the moon as a cosmic predator. We're going to be starting with the series that turned the moon into public access nightmare fuel. Local 58, created single-handedly by Chris Straub. Here's the deep backstory dive. Straub first broke the internet in 2009 with the creepypasta Candle Cove, a story about a children's TV show that only certain viewers remember as pure psychological torture. That same found footage, dead media unease, became the blueprint for Local 58. The channel launched in October 26, 2015, with the episode Weather Service, framed as a hijacked transmission from the fictional WCLV TV Local 58, a low-budget public access station in Mason County, West Virginia, supposedly broadcasting since the late 20th century. Straub meticulously created late 90s, early 2000s VHS aesthetics, tracking errors that make the image jitter like it's fighting to stay on screen, color bleed, muffled audio dropouts, and the flat robotic cadence of real emergency alert systems. The entire series implies the station has been compromised for decades by something ancient and cosmic, possibly the same force tied directly to the moon. The flagship moon episode, dubbed Weather Service, is the one that ruined clear nights for an entire generation. It opens innocently, a scrolling program guide for early morning local TV. And then the emergency service tone slams in like a heart attack. White text crawls across a blood-red bar. Civil danger alert. A meteorological event is occurring. It will last until sunrise. Do not look at the night sky with the naked eye. Stay inside. Simple instructions. Until the signal is hijacked. Glitches erupt. The message warps. The meteorological warning has been lifted. The sky is safe to look at. Then full-on textual civil war. Overlapping, frantic fonts screaming, "Go outside now. Look at the moon. Do not look at the moon. Stay inside. Don't look at the night sky. Face away from all windows. Avoid mirrors. Do not look up." Cut to Cam B, a static, grainy live feed of the full moon hanging in the night sky. Distant, blood-curdling crowd screams bleed through the audio, like they're being torn apart off camera. Then the viewer message flood the screen in desperate handwritten scrawls that look like they've been scratched onto the tape itself. It's in the light. The moon came in. He found me through the mirror. Moonlight white, white like eyes. Not light, but blood. I drown in him. The moon isn't a rock. It's him. An eldritch abomination whose very light acts like a vector for mind control and possession. Looking at it rewires your brain, turning free will into suicidal compulsion. People are driven to stare, walk outside barefoot, or use household mirrors as portals. Moonlight invades homes, turning reflections into doorways for whatever he is. Straub has confirmed it's pure cosmic horror. Not aliens, not government experiments gone wrong, but something older than humanity using the moon as its throne. Fan theories go even deeper, some connected to the structure glimpsed on the moon in the episode Skywatching. Others tie it to contingency, where a fake presidential surrender broadcast hints at government contingency plans against the same force. One popular theory suggests the moon's influence leaks into satellites and GPSs, explaining episodes like, "You are on the fastest route available." The sinister vibe, intimate, domestic dread. You're safe inside four walls, until a single crack in the curtains lets the light in. This episode is barely 8 minutes long, yet it has spawned thousands of sleepless nights and copycat series. It single-handedly popularized early warning emergency system horror on YouTube.
Apollo 11B, mission is abort. Mission abort. Abort mission.
Scaling up the cosmic horror is The Moon Woke Up by animator Mr. Friend. Here's the creator backstory. Mr. Friend built his channel on megalophobia, animations of impossibly giant, terrifying objects dwarfing humanity. Then, in 2025, a single short exploded into a full web series blending stunning 3D Blender animation, VHS frame devices, absurd black humor, and relentless astrophobia. What began as one viral clip quickly became 13 episodes of world-shattering lore. The premise is nightmarish biblical scale. Our solar system's celestial bodies aren't dead rocks. They're ancient, sentient, carnivorous gods that slumbered for billions of years. The 1969 Apollo 11 landing didn't just plant a flag, it woke the moon up. In episode 1, the lunar surface cracks. Grotesque eyes bloom in the craters. A jagged, tooth-filled maw rips open. Then the moon propels itself towards Earth like a predator lunging through space, smashing satellites and raining debris. Later episodes expand the mythos massively. Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, all awaken with eyes and mouths either hanging menacingly or joining the feast. Post-impact Earth is a ruined wasteland of moon-fected creatures. You follow Rook, a haunted Umbra corpse soldier searching for his daughter Luna amid cosmic horrors. Resistance fighters and shady corporate entities like Friend. Yes, the creator's name is baked into the lore as the evil mega corporation. The animation style is breathtaking. Pristine space vistas suddenly exploding into body horror transformations. Lunar dust forming grasping tentacles. Craters splitting into screaming maws. The creepy vibe is pure scale and inevitability. Local 58 makes the moon personal and psychological. This makes it apocalyptic. You feel like an ant under living planets. The dark humor, over-the-top announcer voices, ridiculous cartoonish deaths, only heightens the dread. You laugh right before another continent vanishes. Ongoing world-building rewards rewatches, with fan theories speculating the sun itself might be next. If you want megalophobic cosmic horror with a side of dark comedy, this is peak. Moving into interactive terror, where the moon stalks you. We're going to be talking about The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask. Here's the development backstory. Fresh off of Ocarina of Time's success, director Eiji Aonuma pushed for something darker and more psychological. The team reused assets under an insanely tight deadline, which forced the creative risks that made it a masterpiece. Set in the parallel world of Termina, you play Link trapped in a relentless 3-day time loop by the possessed Skull Kid. The true antagonist is Majora's Mask, an ancient, malevolent artifact of unknown tribal origin that overpowers Skull Kid, then abandons him to possess the moon itself. The moon is enormous, with sunken black eyes and a jagged, weeping grin full of teeth. It slowly descends hour by hour, visibly larger every in-game minute. NPCs panic in the streets. The music shifts from whimsical to dissonant, and you feel the apocalyptic weight pressing down. Inside of the moon, a surreal pocket dimension, a peaceful grassy field with a lone tree and 5 children wearing the dungeon boss masks. Fan theory suggests this is Skull Kid's traumatized psyche mixed with the newborn ego of Majora, a haunting contrast to the grinning doom outside. Lore ties into the ancient giants who once sealed evils, and the mask's hunger to consume everything. Some fans even debate whether the moon always had a face or if Majora carved it. The sinister vibe is constant, colorful dread in a fairy tale world. The moon isn't distant, It's smiling directly at you while counting down to oblivion. One of the game's most iconic and psychological crushing celestial villains. Next up, we have Something Bad is on the Moon, a short indie horror masterpiece by solo developer Matthew Auger, available free on itch.io. The backstory for Auger is he specialized in tight, found footage style experiences that weaponized real world space conspiracy theories. You play an unnamed astronaut on a secret retracing of the real 1972 Apollo 17 mission, the last publicly acknowledged lunar landing. NASA supposedly covered up something catastrophic on that trip, and now you're here to find out why. Gameplay is first-person, low-poly PS1 era graphics drenched in heavy VHS filters, grain, and scan lines. You land on the gray, dusty lunar surface. Audio logs play calm mission chatter that slowly unravels into paranoia. You explore craters and the lunar module, but distant shapes move on the horizon. Your own footsteps echo wrong. Paranoia builds through the radio static, flickering HUD elements, and the creeping sense that the moon isn't empty. Something ancient and hostile was already there, waiting for trespassers. The short runtime ends with a brutal gut punch twist that makes real Apollo footage feel cursed forever. The vibe is claustrophobic loneliness turned cosmic paranoia. You're not exploring, you're trespassing on something that resents visitors and wants you gone. To close out the game section, we have Bloodborne, Miyazaki's masterpiece blending Victorian Gothic with Lovecraftian cosmic horror. Late game, after the beast hunts of Yharnam, the world transforms. The sky turns a sickly blood red, and an enormous leering moon hangs unnaturally low and close. The pale blood moon. Lore connection runs deep. The moon is tied to the Great Ones, eldritch beings beyond human comprehension. The red moon, or pale blood moon, signals their descent, blurring the line between man and beast. It enables surrogate pregnancies for childless Great Ones, and drives the insight mechanic, which is literal madness. The moon presents itself as a key Great One, possibly once human, that maintains the hunter's dream cycle. It was beckoned by Lawrence in the Healing Church using umbilical cords. Gazing at it floods you with forbidden knowledge that shatters minds. The vibe is that the moon isn't attacking with teeth. It's watching your every failure with cold, amused indifference while the cosmos unravel around you. Peak Lovecraftian insignificance mixed with gothic body horror.
In the darkness of space, an ancient power lives.
Something's out there. It's coming right at us.
Looks like the shuttle. Discovery from the old NASA program?
The crew of Space Corps 1 has discovered its secret.
Movies have fewer direct evil moon hits, but The Dark Side of the Moon, directed by DJ Webster and written by the Hayes brothers, delivers it in spades. Production and plot dives deeper. Low budget but atmospheric direct-to-video flick set in 2022. A maintenance crew aboard Space Corps 1 is repairing nuclear-armed satellites when a mysterious, unexplainable power failure strands their ship drifting towards the moon's far side, the side we never see from Earth. They encounter the derelict NASA shuttle Discovery, which supposedly vanished decades earlier in the Bermuda Triangle. Boarding it for parts, the crew finds corpses and something far worse. A parasitic, purely malevolent force, heavily implied to be the devil himself or an ancient entity using the dark side as a gateway. It begins possessing and killing the crew one by one. Hallucinations, paranoia, glowing eyes, and body horror escalate as oxygen and sanity dwindle. The standout cast includes Joe Turkel from The Shining as Paxton Warner. The film mixes slow burn tension with sudden demonic turns, blending space, isolation with occult dread. The moon isn't just backdrop, it's eternal darkness actively corrupting, isolating, and devouring. It's a claustrophobic, we're not alone up here, and whatever it is, hates us and has been waiting kind of dread. Dated in spots, but still delivers that wrongness in space feeling that lingers. We've gone all the way across the spectrum. Intimate broadcast invasions and mind control in Local 58. Apocalyptic living planets scale in The Moon Woke Up. Quiet orbital betrayal in The Moon is Falling. Interactive grinning doom in Majora's Mask. Isolated lunar trespass in Something Bad is on the Moon. Cosmic indifferent watching in Bloodborne. And trapped demonic isolation in the dark side of the moon. Each one twists our friendly nightlight into something ancient that stares back with hunger. Which one hits you hardest? Have you experienced any of these at night and regretted it? Drop your favorite fan theories in the comments below. Until next time, keep the curtains bolted shut, don't look up, and remember, the moon is always watching and smiling.